What's up, guys? Brett here, and I'm back today playing some more Battle Brothers. Alright, so where we left off last time, we were hunting some raiders. Yes, okay, so we're fighting raiders. Guys, last night, so it was my birthday yesterday, I think I mentioned that. As of the time I'm recording this, of course. But I was bored, and I had some downtime while my family was off doing other things. And I played this battle. I was like, man, I wonder how well our shirt wearing, our super weak bros will do in this upcoming fight. And I smashed these guys. There's only 5 of them, of course. But I almost didn't even take a hit. And I was shocked. Let's see if we can repeat that. I didn't want that to, I'm not trying to do anything off camera. But I was having some fun. 5 raiders. With their type of gear, all they need to do is hit us once or twice with any of their weapons and they'll kill us. Fighting them at night doesn't really favor us because we have some ranged weapons. We have one archer at this point. You catch a group of brigands lugging your employer's property around. They seem shocked that you have found them there, and no time is wasted trying to parley. They arm themselves and you order the dirty peasants to charge. So wish me luck. And this is kind of what helped me crush them. They jump forward like this with very little protection. I was also a little bit aggravated that... Ooh, nice. We landed a 25% shot. I was a little bit aggravated that after the battle, I didn't get almost any loot. Like, this guy's got the hammer. They've got multiple hand axes. I would take any of these pieces of mail, to be honest. And I didn't get, like, anything. Now, maybe I'm just super spoiled because I've been playing as the barbarians. Oh my god, what a clean kill. And the barbarians get that percentage chance to end up getting armor even if you've destroyed it. You know what? We are going to... This is super dangerous. Let's come into here and help ourselves get a triple surround at that point. But we need to start putting damage on him. If we land this attack... Okay, that's not enough to attack again. That's Ernst. And we need to put a lot of focus into certain parts of the battlefield right now. The sooner this guy goes down, the sooner we could focus on the rest of them. But we've completely whiffed on this raider every single time. And here, we're going to let this one come in. I would love to get that spear. That's a boar spear. And it's a significant upgrade to the militia spear that we currently are rocking. Alright, let's see what they can do with their turn. We left Gunner a bit exposed. And he's got throwing axes as well. If we could get those, that would be great. And they're going for the shield instead of going for the kill, which is awesome. But we do need to recognize that they have riposte here. That won't help him versus the Warforks. 79 versus 62. I know which one I'm taking. Let's go for the decapitation, and let's see if we can try and aid our brothers here. A shot, maybe? 29%? Nope. No good. And we could try and break his shield, but I think we'll just hit him. We hit his head and his body, of course, and we cut his leg muscles. Nice bit of damage, and we've set him to bleeding. These two guys don't have shields, but all that really means is that he's got a two-handed weapon, which is really strong, and the other guy he's dual-wielding, basically, a hand axe. Our padded leather might not protect us very well against that, and wearing a shirt definitely won't. We have to fade one more turn here, probably with Gunner. 74 HP is probably enough to survive a hit from this weapon, but it'll be very close. Yeah, very close indeed. And he's got fractured ribs now. So let's put what effort we can into taking that guy out. Alright, he's almost done. Perfect. It'd be just as good if he decided to run. If any of these guys decided to run. And he's going to get to attack now. He destroyed our shield. What a jerk. And we landed the decapitation. Both of them. Perfect. Good man. So I think that was Werner that landed both of those. He got those 2 kills right at the end. And we pick up a ton of levels for that. And what do we get? We got the mallet, the throwing axes, 2 hand axes, a replacement shield for the one they broke, and a worn mail shirt. Worn mail shirts are awesome for us right now. That is a big step up. And we get the guy's ceremonial staff and we can go collect our pay. Do we have padded leather on everyone in the front? No, not quite. Dietmar, man, this guy sucks so bad. I'll probably release him very soon. But for now, he's kind of a good damage sponge. So we'll hold on to him. Who lost their shield? That was Sigurd. There we go. And we pick up another throwing weapon. We've got one on Ernst. Let's put the other on Ulvar. And these 2 weapons I know are pretty comparable. They do different things, obviously. We're looking at a DPS increase of 5 with more effectiveness versus armor and more that ignores armor. Let's give him the mallet. That'll work. And we'll go into his perks and take Colossus. All of these injuries we keep getting are really cramping our style in terms of... Yeah, we'll take that. In terms of like cutting into our medicinal supply. Ulvar. What do we want on you, Ulvar? Brawny would be good, but I think at this point we're just going to rush quick hands. Boom. And now we can start every fight with our throwing axes out. His range skill isn't good, but all we have to do is get lucky. And if we see any 3s or 4s, we'll happily take them. He's already got 40 HP, or 80 HP rather, so we don't really need to pump that anymore. Let's just take a 3 roll here. Ernst is going to get Colossus. Much more survivable. 4, excellent. Like I said, this guy is really looking to get that, that sergeant job. And at this point, I think I'm going to take a 4 in ranged. And on his next level, he'll have quick hands as well, and we'll have 2 throwing axes in our front lines. Seems really strong to me. So what do we have here? 5 in fatigue. Happy to see that. He's going to be a pretty solid throwing bro as well. 3 and a 3. And if only you had Colossus beforehand, you might not have gotten so heavily injured. We'll take that 4. We will take... These 3s are good. This guy can definitely be a powerful taunt bro. I think we want to take that, and then let's take the 3 here. Still, man, so many levels. Colossus on every single one of these brothers. I like that a lot. 4 here. Different people will have different strategies, guys. Don't get bent out of shape if my strategy is not the same as yours. My idea for this team is to have as much of a survivable team as possible that works really well, like cohesively. All right, not bad rolls on really everyone. So I want to have everyone have, you know, good HP. Our front line will all have quick hands, maybe our back line too, for that matter. And we'll just be really versatile. Probably all have shield expert. I don't know if we're going to go for throwing mastery on every single person and then just have, well, every single frontliner, and then just have everyone else either be, you know, a crossbowman or an archer. That could be interesting. Battle Forge, just basically have an entire team of like legionnaires. It'll be sweet. Let's return and get paid. Honestly, not a lot of payment for killing these raiders, considering how dangerous it was. But some pretty good rewards. Did I give everyone everything that was good? I was really hoping to get that spear that we didn't get. But we have some hand axes here that we should hold on to. We'll sell off the hatchets. Alright. You got your staff back, my friend. Anything in here that we could afford to buy? Another padded shirt. Padded leather, rather. That wouldn't be so bad. They also have the leather lamellar, which we can't really afford. I don't know what this two skull contract is. I have to imagine it's something scary that we potentially don't want to do. Yeah, I need to consider food as well. So before we do anything, let's buy the cheapest food they have. Some roots and berries. That puts us up to 4 days. And we're good, I think, on supplies. Let's see what this contract is. Maybe they just want us to walk something somewhere. 2 days southwest. Let's say I need some time to think about this. What was the name of that place? Yeah, they want us to go all the way down here, which isn't a bad idea if I'm just trying to fulfill that ambition that wants me to explore everywhere. Let's see, what is this? Is this kind of one of those smaller villages? Yes, a village. And then we also have, we've been here. Basically what I want to do, guys, I want to head back to Thal. I want to do tons of questing near there, because that's the place that's going to make us the money. We're allied with them. We want to stay allied. Raise relations with the entire faction as we do contracts near there. And every time we get something to, to buy or sell, we're going to do it at the best possible prices. And I was hoping that on the way back we would find some single skull contracts. Check to see what they have maybe on discount for us. Not much. A Gambison would be an upgrade for us at this point. Let's hold off. Okay. Reynard the Younger turning an apple in hand. He seems frustrated with it, almost as if he wishes it were something else like a valuable trinket or perhaps just a tastier fruit. Apples are good. Don't dunk on apples. Have you ever lost something you loved? You shrug and answer. There was this girl. The man shakes his head. No, not some woman. More important. Because I have. Thieves stole my golden talisman. How they managed to get beyond my guards is, well, beyond me. But I know if I set you on them, I'll be having what is rightfully mine back where it belongs. Isn't that right? Or have I been misled? Alright, buddy. We'll hook you up with your golden talisman. Follow the tracks. Let's go. Some pretty big footprints. Hopefully it's just some thugs we can beat up. I like fighting raiders because we have the best chance of getting upgradable gear. Yeah, this is a bunch of thugs and a raider. But the benefit here is that they're in the forest. So, oh man, he's in good, shape, but his stats are super low. He won't be able to hit anything. Huh. Still worth. Yeah, I don't mind fighting them at night, and I especially don't mind fighting them in the forest. So you catch a group of brigands lugging your employer's property around? Yeah, okay. We got it. And it looks like we might be in a little bit different of a forest. Yeah, it's not going to give us as many points of, channeling them as I would like. We can make a formation here, but it looks like they're going to go up and through this bush. So let's try and block them off here and here. What are our odds? That's an 18. We'll shoot at the guy wearing the sackcloth. And the sooner we start to killing them, the better. I know that sounds obvious, but my meaning is more that we potentially can rout them pretty quickly if we try. Alright, happy to land that. Let's jump up here, make some room. And I think we'll bring 3 guys up here, because this looks to be the epicenter of the fight. And I think next turn we're just going to go ahead and shield wall with Sigurd. Maybe with both of these guys. We're just hoping they don't really get super lucky and kill us. Like that. Oh my god. Who is this? This is Sigurd. He's good. Damn. He's got 4 injuries now. We have a chance. If we can kill all the guys around him. There goes our helmet. Alright. Strike a little bit of fear. Perfect. Not too bad. New shield wall was going to be a problem. I honestly don't want to step in on that guy. And we're not wearing a helmet, and this is a flail. Yeah, it's time to switch it up. Let's get that Skirmishing busy. And we went for the decapitation there. We did not get lucky. I think our only chance to survive here is to shield wall and try and get that kill. And at least we can put our pitchfork to either fight. Come on, Sigurd. I'm rooting for you, buddy. He's not in a good spot. We should have shield walled with him on the first turn. Playing too aggressive. And that's what happens when you come off of a really, high level let's play. Where all your brothers are basically indestructible. It's kind of like driving on the interstate for 6 hours, going like 80, 85 miles an hour. And then all of a sudden you're on like some side street. And you feel like you're not moving. It's like that weird feeling. That's kind of how it feels going from one to the other. And he may not be dead. He wasn't decapitated or anything. So let's just make sure Dietmar doesn't die. Alright, put 2 stacks of bleed on that one. And we have 3 dudes with warforks who can attack this brigand thug. And if he's using shield wall, he's not attacking, so that's great. Cross your fingers. Bad things can still happen to us. Alright, good. No need to attack him anymore. Alright, and that hammer seems to have been a good investment. And that's a wooden stick. It's not a very powerful weapon. So even if he hits us, we shouldn't have to worry too much about dying. Okay, we missed our first attack. I went for the decapitation. Maybe a little greedy. It has less likelihood to hit, but it would have been a one-shot kill. Let's hope Sigurd is okay. So guys, a lot of you left name suggestions. I'm going to get to that at the end of today's video. I think I said I was going to do it last time. But I still feel like, oh, and he did survive. But I still feel like we're in the very beginning stages of this, and people are going to die. Except for Dietmar. Dietmar's going to live forever. Or die at Mar. Just because I don't want him around, he's going to live forever. And we got a every time I try to say this, I say it wrong. Goindag. For some reason, my brain can't wrap itself around this. I was reviewing my Russian vocabulary the other day, and I was like, oh, this is so easy. But I look at this word. Goindag. Something like that. We got a few little things here that we could use. The short sword's okay, but the Skirmishing are better. This is considered a spear mace and is a two-handed weapon. It's probably better to use than the wooden hammer, but I don't know. So here we have a chance to screw over these people. We're not going to do it. They would pay us 530 crowns. That's not enough. In the late game, we'll wipe our butt with the extra 200 crowns we would make off of doing this. Yeah, we're paid to return it, and that's what we'll do. Because remember, we really want to become best buddies with this faction. For sure. So now, Sigurd has a badass eye patch. And he will almost definitely suck at at throwing weapons. So he won't be doing that. Not with minus 50% range skill. But he is a tank. This dude's going to be a super taunt tank if he lives long enough to fulfill that role. And we have a couple things we can dole out, I guess. Let's try this. I never really got to use it in my last playthrough. It's got thrust plus knockout. So we get a chance to stun. And thrust is basically like a spear attack. It has a plus 20% chance to hit. So that makes him much more effective at using it. Alright, Diet Mar. Look at the fat rolls on Diet Mar. Get out of here, man. Terrible. I don't think he'll ever be offensively great. But who knows. Okay, what do we want? Plenty of bad rolls here. I think we take the 3, the 2, something like that. Range defense isn't a huge factor for us at this point. But I like to have all my brothers, especially frontliners, or really all brothers, have at least over 10. But I do consider melee defense to be the most important. So Ingolf the Treasurer's got a satchel with a scroll attached, but the name written on the paper is not yours. He weighs it carefully, the lumps of coin curving about his fingers, their clink or chink and chanks muted. He turns to you. You recognize that name. You shake your head, the man continues. A week ago we sent the famed Sir Wilhelm out of here to go hunt down some foul beasts that have been terrorizing the town and surrounding farmsteads for weeks. Do you know why this satchel has remained in my ownership? You shrug and answer, because he hasn't returned. Ingolf the Treasurer nods and sets the satchel down. He sits on the edge of his table. Correct, because he has not returned. Now why do you think that is? I think it's because he's dead. But let's not be so negative. I think it's because the beasts out there require more. I think they require someone like you, Sellsword. Would you be willing to help us now that this nobleman has failed? Alright, 400 crowns is more what we're talking about. We don't know where we're fighting. It could be ghouls, it could be wolves. No idea as of yet. We'll get rid of one of these woodcutter's axes. We'll sell both of these reinforced wooden flails. This. If we end up with a falchion, I'll probably use it, but I'm not going to use a short sword. Not when we have these hand axes in our grips. We need more tools. The prices here are not terrible, so let's buy them. And we'll buy some grain as well. It's pretty cheap. Yeah, that puts us back up to 4 days. Do we want to drop the 300? Oh, do they not have it anymore? Oh, man. I could have sworn there was a padded leather here that I wanted to pick up, but I guess not. No, but they do have a gambeson, which is definitely better than nothing. It's better than a shirt. Let's see who's standing around the fire for us. So there's a poacher. If he came with his own bow, I would probably buy this guy. Or hire him. But I don't have another bow, and I don't really want another sling. 11 Nagzurs? Oh my god. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Can we fight them? Okay. I wanted to pull them into that caravan, but we couldn't do it in time. They have level 2s. As long as they don't have a level 3, we should be able to do this. 2 level 2s? Okay. It's still scary. This is a tricky one, guys. Probably should have saved the game also, just in case. But this is one of those times where we're really going to have to follow the rules of fighting these. And the rules to fighting these are to not kill them in a place where they can eat and become the level 3 versions. Yeah, and you're just going to have to get out. We can use him like behind Werner here. You let Werner use shield wall, let him use shield wall without ever attacking. We're going to have to get lucky and really land some kills here fast. We can rout them. That might be our best bet. Okay. Let's see where they jump in. They kind of waste our fatigue if they jump in and don't attack Warner here. But I feel like one of them will. Man, if we were just fighting this group of small ones, not so bad. But these big ones really kind of worry me. And what we're going to have to do now is step up. Man, a double miss. Okay. And we don't have the fatigue necessary to spear wall again. Spear wall is like the most effective tool versus them. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look how much damage he took on that one swipe from this thing. Honestly, don't know if we could take these. This might be one of those fights we should have run from. We'll jump in here to give him another target. I was actually helping one of my buddies a while back start his campaign, and one of the first things the game thought it was cool for him to fight were these, but with a level 3 in the group. And it was so hard, it almost put him off the game completely. Like, as a tier 1, you know, 1 skull contract, to fight these things is not realistic. And this is a lot. Even the weakest unit in the game at our current level would find this fight difficult. We're getting surrounded here on Oswald. We stepped in here just to give him another target so that no one's particularly getting focused. We're getting worn down through attrition here. And at least these big guys in the back aren't hitting us yet. Okay, nice. This is the part where we turn the tide. We try and get these kills. That would have been a great kill to get. And I think we can, man, if we had landed that and we missed there with a bonus 20% chance to hit, we still missed. Such is life. Just hoping to get lucky. Alright, just because I did that, Sigurd's going to die now. We missed 3 opportunities to get that. And I think we just kind of missed a little too much here. This guy should be dead, and this one for sure. The rest, you know, is kind of up in the air. We could have had a better run. But now I think Oswald's in some serious trouble. Granted, some of them are wavering and easy to break next turn. And we do want to step in here, step on top of the corpses, make sure that these other ones from the back can't come around and eat them. Come on, Oswald, hold, man. You beautiful minstrel. Damn. Okay. And if this guy eats that corpse, we are just screwed. And because they got a kill, now they're confident. Got to kill the confident ones. And now we land all these attacks, of course. But hopefully, Oswald's not dead. Fingers crossed. Let's get a better surround here. If we landed that shot, I'd say we had a good chance of taking that thing. Now I'm not so sure if that was a good idea. We're going to need to support him. Can't move there, of course. Probably should have stepped in here with Burke. And if this thing wanted to run, we probably should have let it. Now we're screwed. Absolutely screwed. For those of you who don't know, these guys eat brothers. We're hitting it though. Right as I say that, we're going to miss every attack. Yep. If we could scare the hell out of this thing, we'd have a chance. We missed 5 attacks on him. So now he's going to eat someone. Or kill someone. Because they hit super hard. And we've also put Sigurd here. We went for the triple surround, not necessarily to give Sigurd a chance to hit, but to increase the likelihood that these two could hit with their skirmish axes, and they just missed completely. So, I mean, that's 5 attacks worth of damage we just whiffed. And somehow he's still alive. Oh my god, we've got him breaking. We killed it! A level 3. It's like a miracle. Let's stop swinging until we get a better surround. Now that's a 73, and it's breaking. Okay. Don't forget though, we've got a man lying on the ground. And we've got a cut artery on Ernst. This thing should try and run and it'll die. We had one more attack on Sigurd, but we'll run him down. Okay, the one thing we don't want to do, this guy cannot get to a corpse. So it gave us the option to leave. Yeah, it's over. We don't need to kill the last one. And Oswald's dead, the best person on our whole team. And that's why I haven't named anyone, guys. Damn it, and we lost his gear. Man, that was super not worth. And we weren't able to pull in the, Man, we weren't able to pull in the caravan. I didn't think they would be that aggressive, but I guess we look weak. So let's head back. That guy was a keeper. Oswald was one of those dudes that could have made the distance or gone the distance with us. And it sucks to lose him this early. We've got 1,000 crowns in the bank, though. We've got a super beat up team. He was wearing one of our best helmets and our armors. Really hard, really heavy loss there for us. Damn. And with nobody really to replace him, we just need to move on. Yeah, there's nothing here for us. The prices got a little bit better, but let's head back to Thal. We could have bought some Lamellar for like 300. That hurt. That hurt my morale, I think, more than anything. And we've only got 1 ammunition left. Last time we walked this way, there were lots of barbarians. Let's come up on these mountains for a second and just see what we can see. It's nighttime, of course, right as I do that. Nope, never mind. You burn lots of your resources faster on the top of the mountains, food namely. We're going to be out of tools, out of ammunition, and pretty much out of everything after this. Buy food. Tools here are super cheap. Let's see what kind of recruits we have. A beggar and a shepherd. Man. I was hoping for something a little different. These guys have a rebuilding effort going on and they're being raided. So the supplies here are not great. I'm happy to see how cheap everything is though. I mean, that's an amazing price on tools. But all they have for us is a 2-skull contract, which definitely it's going to want us to travel. It's a 4-day contract. Nah. Let's tell them no thank you and see if we can get rid of that. We can visit a taxidermist. We can make paint remover. We don't need that. Yeah, now we've reached kind of a tough spot. We need to head back up to Bramingstead. That place was pretty nice for us last time. Did we get any levels? I didn't even see. No. So the early game here is going to be 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And they have a lot of stuff that's destroyed. I wouldn't be surprised if this was to try and fix something. Okay, they want us to go back to Thal. I don't really have a choice, so we'll accept that. I can't afford to not make any money. We have some things we could sell. Certainly. Just clicked on that. Let's click on Marketplace. Good prices here. More padded leather. I think we'll buy one of those. Front lines. Yeah, front line's good. Who in the back do we really want to protect? Gunner's not bad. Magnus. Magnus is okay. Halston's alright. He's our poacher. Okay. We'll hook up Gunner here. And I would love to buy the second one, but that would mean I'd have to sell a ton of the stuff in my inventory. You know what, let's... This might not be the best place to sell. We might want to wait till we get back to Thal. So we could buy these two. And that's enough to get to Thal and get paid. And then sell what we want to sell when we get there. And then the Akaton cap we will give here to Gunner because he's an outside man. Outside, guys on the outside of the formation need the best gear. That way they can survive. So let's head back to Thal. Hopefully they'll have a new contract for us. It hasn't really been that long since we've left, but maybe a 1 skull contract would be great. Otherwise, we're going to have to try and go out into the wilds and find our own fights. This sounds really bad. Oh no, yeah, we could get it. No! Oh god. Okay. So, that was scary. Let's come over here and sell this stuff. I actually don't notice how much better the prices are or aren't than when I looked. But there's no reason for us to hold on to crafting materials. There's another short bow here, in case we wanted to try and make another archer. But what we really need is ammunition. Let's sell the woodcutter's axe. 2 of these shields. The militia spear is pretty garbage. Okay. We're going to take one of these fights. We don't have a contract. I think we can beat some barbarians with warhounds. I say before we get wrecked by them. Oh, man. So I saw the militia rush out to fight them, and I thought they would be fine. Like, it would be like an even battle. But I didn't expect this first Gimmenscat company to come in and wreck these dudes. They're all footmen, so of course they're doing fine. I wanted to try and get onto that Reaver. No, we'll fall back. I don't think I need help, and I don't want it from that many sources, because they'll get all the kills before I get there. So, famous last words. Hopefully we don't get destroyed here. We're not in the best shape. These warhounds have to go. Alright, getting rid of... If we can get rid of all 3 of these warhounds before the battle really starts, that'll be a good sign. We miss again. His injuries are just so severe. Alright. 3 warhounds down. And now we just have to beat 6 basically naked dudes in Mortal Kombat. Need to be prepared for them basically all to have throwing weapons. And then we'll move in depending on what they do. Alright, good misses. Not happy that that guy took the high ground on us, but we can put a lot of focus fire on him. We're going after Dietmar. Okay. We kind of need to wait and see what this guy's doing. We're going to wait to attack because we're going to jump in and get a better surround. Good hit. Because I don't think he's gone yet. But I'm pretty sure we're doing this. Yeah, he comes up here and takes the high ground. Of course he does. Very good. And that's going to set some of them to want to rout. We'll come around the side and support here. And we're going to attack the thralls that still have the will to fight. Man, Sigurd. He's so strong, but he's just so injured. Don't kill him. Miss, miss, nice. And he's hitting us from the high ground. Unfortunately, he lands the stun, but a stun is not a kill. And we're going to go for the guy that's on the ground. It's our best bet. And now we just have to rout this one guy, which we might be able to do through sheer intimidation. Our odds there were basically 0. Decapitation there might have scared him. Just want to keep Heribert alive. I already know whose name I want to change Dietmar to. Someone in the comments left me a ridiculous name to use. Wee Nilly, I think it was. And I was like, that's the name of a guy who's going to get killed. Ooh, and a nasty stun from the bear claw. And that's another thing. I'm so used to having Berserk on everyone that I keep thinking that after I get a kill or something, I can act again. Perfect. And we stepped in with Sigurd there despite the risk for the better surround, of course. Archer on the high ground. But these are the type of fights that are going to keep us in this Let's Play. Otherwise, we're going to kind of get ground to a halt. But I mean, just look at where we are from where we started. We've got some gear, with the exception of losing Oswald, which was kind of a tragedy. I feel like, had I really thought about it, I would not have taken that fight. I'm just not used to enemies running at me. It's been a long time. So we basically get bone figurines plus bead necklace. I mean, that's plus all of these things. We're going to sell all of this. Plus some gold. So, I mean, we're looking at maybe 500 gold worth of stuff. That was worth. And then whatever experience we put on our brothers. We picked up a level on Magnus. Magnus is going to take Brawny. Which doesn't help him tremendously yet. But it might in the future. Well, it will in the future. It guaranteed will in the future. Take a 2. We'll take a 4 there. He may end up becoming a shield bro in the front line very soon. In fact, we might want to do that right now. It's probably better to have a shield bro like Magnus in the front. Get rid of that pitchfork. The polearms have been serving us well, though. It's worth saying. And there we go. Just like that, you know, we just added another pretty tanky dude to the front line. He's got good HP, he's got good melee defense. This is a solid shield, bro. And if his melee skill lines up correctly, he gets up into the 80s, I mean, he could be a good two-hander as well. And he is a day teller. And he's fearless. So his resolve is already at 50, which is great. 50 is kind of like that bare minimum number that you need. Yeah, I like that change. That's a really good change. Let's head back to Thal just to sell what we have. But if all we can fight now is thralls, I'd be happy with that. And let's camp for a bit. Try and recoup ourselves. We don't have enough medical supplies. Really wish they were giving me a contract here. So let's see how much we're about to make. We're at, for all intents and purposes, 400 gold. And now we're at 934. So, about 530 or so. Not bad for a little fight like that. That was pretty low risk. We should buy some tools while we're here, because we're not going to want to do it anywhere else. Let's also buy some goat cheese. That'll put us up to 5 days. Anything else? I don't think so. Anything in the armory? Of course not. They're raided, but we don't have the opportunity to see where they're being raided from. And then, of course, Habsburg is a large citadel we've got no business trying to go to. Let's try and visit it, perhaps. Maybe we'll be able to take a fight along the way here in the mountains somewhere. They have their own watchtowers, so it makes sense that they wouldn't have any enemies around. But we can at least take advantage of this moment to explore. Maybe head down through here. Wow, this is such a great place. 3 armorers and multiple weaponsmiths. Gives you so many options in the late game when you've got all this gold to spend and you don't know where to spend it. So we've got a grave robber. He's literally wearing an ancient dead helmet. So that's your first clue. We could pick up a butcher. I was hoping to get guys with like positive sounding titles. Could pick up our first dog. Oh my god, look at this bill hook. At 850, oh my god. That's a cheap bill hook, guys. Let's see if there's any bill hooks to compare it to in the weaponsmith. 2,188. We could get a bill hook for practically nothing. We'd have to sell a ton of stuff. But that's a pretty big game changer. What would I sell? Because keep in mind, I wouldn't just have to raise another 300. I'd have to raise probably another 600. So I would sell these two probably. I could sell the pitchfork for sure. I'm not even that I'm trying to. I just know that I don't need a pitchfork. Even the spetum's not a bad weapon, but it's not in the same ballpark as the bill hook. You can use a bill hook for the entire game and be fine. Man, that's so close. We can get another 250-ish. Yeah, and I mean, that just gives us exactly what we need to buy the bill hook. Yeah, with no contracts in the area, there's not much we can do. Well, what we can do is try and explore, maybe find one more location out in the wilderness before we head back to Leaderstead. That place should have something for us. It's a large city and we haven't been there in a couple days. And then if we make it there alive, I will name our brothers. Okay, kind of surprised there's nothing here. Some Reavers? Nah, Reavers will kill us. I would love to take them on and get their loot. But we're still very injured. And we have no medical supplies at all. I was hoping to find some thralls just kind of running around. Webnecks, something. Direwolves. Man, not even any like beasts or anything. Well, we know where there are some Reavers if we want to go and get them. Old habits. I gotta check the armory every time I go into a new place. And we got Berwin the Cleaver for 290. Unfortunately, we're pretty poor. Ragnar the Militiaman. Torvald the Tailor. Tailors do make things from time to time. Let's see what this contract is. 2 days traveling. Alright. We do not have a choice. I wish we had more crowns. I feel like I have to sell something. And I kind of would rather sell this thing than the hand axe. It's just a more reliable weapon. I feel like I need to do that because I think I need to buy some medical supplies. As much as I hate to buy them because they're pretty easy to get for free if you just can fight reliably without getting hurt. But I don't think we have that luxury. Yeah, let's make sure we have enough crowns to make it there. So we had to sell off some of our good reserve loot. No, now we have an infected wound. Who's got that? That was Heribert. Yeah, it's pretty rough. But at least we have the medicinal supplies we need. This is a great type of contract to take on when you're injured and you don't really have a plan, right? There's nowhere for me to go where I have like guaranteed victories and guaranteed money. So there's also no quests here for me. So the best thing I could do was just to hop on a caravan, get paid. I'm pretty sure we're eating off of their food. Oh, we get attacked by thralls and reavers. Okay. Alright, buckle up. I don't know how many caravan guards they gave us. 4? Oh, crap. Look at the weapons. There's only 2 of them. Only 2. Famous last words. We can hide behind these guys, no problem. And that's absolutely what we're going to do. Because they never step forward, caravan guards. As I say that, he steps forward. But I doubt, honestly, that they're going to... Oh, that's only a 7%. That they're going to step in front of our men for us. Okay, okay. I don't mind, man. Make me eat my words. If you want to help, by all means. We'll shield wall with you, brothers. But I don't even remember the last time the enemy even got to the caravan hands when I'm fighting. Maybe that's because I play very aggressive, but when it comes to protecting, like, quest objectives. Wow, he stepped in front of us. Okay. He's going to get killed by these heavy javelins, but that was his choice. Okay. I stepped up here just to put us one step closer. Oh my god, that hurt. Almost one-shot Heribert. Their throwing weapons are annihilating us. And his spear wall didn't do much good. They could take it to that guy. I'm all about it. I just have my doubts. Let's get some kills. That's what I'm talking about. Throwing axes. What we really don't want to happen is for these dudes to get this kill. I want that hammer. Like, that is a weapon right there. And his sword as well is a really powerful weapon. So Heribert's very hurt. Let's step back. Let's try and shut down this dude from throwing at us. Yeah, attack them. Perfect. And he used adrenaline so he could go again. So we're in this weird kind of like tricky dance here. Where we're in a dangerous position. We need them to die as fast as possible, but they have weapons and things that we really want, and we don't want the caravan guards to take. So we have to really keep in mind the order of operations for who's going first and whatnot. And we put our boy Dietmar here in a kind of a precarious spot. In a 1v1. Are they going to take this kill? You sons of... Ugh! Okay. Alright. Well, at least no one is going to die from his hammer. But that hammer was everything I wanted. That is a heavy, heavy weapon. But if we get this sword, I would be happy with that as well. All their throwing weapons are shut down. We don't have to worry about their ranged attacks anymore. We just have to beat them in melee now. Alright, come on. We missed a few unfortunate attacks. Yeah, we'll take that 71. Perfect. Alright, good dodges. Can't complain. Ulvar takes a heavy hit. And they've only lost one man. Perfect. And we get the sword. Sweet. Almost got him. Perfect. And Heribert gets his revenge. Just a little more focus here and this thrall's going down. But that hammer, guys. The hammer was the prize. I don't know what else we might get. Unless I'm mistaken, I mean, they haven't like changed the rules where part of this, you know, caravan battle, you could still get the gear or whatever. No, like, I'm pretty sure we're screwed out of that hammer, but it was just sad because in my last playthrough I was playing as barbarians, but I couldn't even fight barbarians until like day 50. It was a super unusual campaign where I was like drowning in footmen and billmen and arbalist gear. But I couldn't get like simple barbarian gear to play around with. And now we have the blunt cleaver. Really strong cleaver weapon. I was calling it a sword, but it looks like a sword, but it's a cleaver. So we already have the Skirmishing axes, and now we have that. But that, man, that hammer. That hammer was so much better than the hammer and the going to dag or whatever, and the other stuff we got rid of. Alright, Werner. Werner has got a 4 there, a 4 here, 3 there, in no particular order. Quick hands on him, and he'll be able to throw weapons as well. So we could compare the blunt cleaver with the Skirmishing axe. So we see here 30 to 40 versus 30 to 45. 25 and 80, 35 and 80. So it ignores more armor, and it's a little bit heavier. So you could probably say overall the blunt cleaver is a better weapon. Or the actually, you know, maybe the Skirmishing axe you could probably say overall is a better weapon, but it's super close. Like, so close it really doesn't even matter. It's not even worth talking about. And the reason I'm using the spear on Dietmar is just because his stats are so low that he needs the bonus chance to hit from thrust. He needs that plus 20% chance, or else he'll just never hit anything. Good old crappy Dietmar. Okay. So on Gunner, who, like I said, could make a pretty good guy for us later. If If we do want to go with the throwing weapon strat, which I think that's a cool idea. Let's actually take this 4 here. That might be the best kind of defensive build we can do. I'm using them in the backline right now with these war forks because these war forks are great weapons. They're kind of like a tier 1.5. But this might be better. Check out the perks. Quick hands on him. Okay, Heribert is super weak and messed up. It's hard to know where his true skills are. Take a 3 there, 3 here, and a 4 there. Let's just get brawny on him until we're concrete on what we want to do. Brawny here as well, even though he's basically wearing a shirt. Very useless. Take a 4 in resolve, try and get him up to that nice 50 mark. And I guess we'll take a 2 in fatigue. Alright, so not super optimal, guys. I'm not trying to make this into like a brain teaser. Brawny is going to be something that's on every single brother, so that's why I just went ahead and put that on. Shield experts, whoa, hold on, nope. That's tomorrow's episode. We're not fighting 3 unhold right now. That's tomorrow's episode. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for watching. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming. I'm a little bit stressed out. These starts are kind of rough. It's nice once you get in a good rhythm and you have confidence in your party, but as of right now, I don't quite have confidence. So before I forget, let's go ahead. Dietmar, your name, if I remember how to spell it correctly, is going to be Wee Nilly. Okay, that's you. Let me pull out my list real quick. I've got a whole list. And if I forget anybody, just let me know in the comments in this section for this video, and I'll make sure I get you. So this is for Mr. Blue. Let's give you Kalki. Nope, incorrect. Kalki. And he is apparently like a Hindu god. I think he was what you had said in the comment section, which is an interesting name. I love names that draw from mythologies across the world, even if they're not exactly fitting to the kind of like, you know, Eastern European vibe we've got going on here. So Godric, your suggestion was Kiriko, which is a cool name. Let's change Gunner. Make sure I'm spelling it right. So Kiriko. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right for you. And then lastly, my buddy Jacob has been writing good stories since the beginning of my first Let's Play. I appreciate you, man. He wanted me to do kind of a back... Oh, okay. This is going to take a little bit of thought. Man, he's got the most baby face. Okay. We need someone with a baby face because his idea... Nope. Actually, no, he's got a 5 o'clock shadow. We can always change how people look. But his idea was... Man, that's a manly face right there. Was to have a female character. You know what, Wee Nilly? You instead are going to be Lyria. And in my mind, basically his idea is like she's kind of sneaking away to become a mercenary. Let's take off the hat and see what kind of haircut. Yeah, that could be a woman. I was in the army. I've seen women that look like that. So with no 5 o'clock shadow, it's pretty much confirmed. So that's Lyria. I don't know if his idea was that she would be kind of like secretly a woman, or if she was just kind of out and everyone was just cool with it. She was just trying to find her fortune. Cocky and clumsy, I don't know. Might not be the best warrior, but she has the baby face. So I like that a lot. Let's actually go Lyria. The woman. There we go. It's not a good title. But when you're the woman in a group, let's say the woman instead of the woman. The woman sounds kind of derogatory, but the woman, it's like calling somebody the man. She's the woman. The woman. Okay. And then we got to give Wee Nilly to someone else. Who else do I hate? That's kind of where I'm at right now. Who else is just not going to make it? Heribert, man, I don't hate you. But you could literally die any second of an infection. And I christen thee the new Wee Nilly. The second. Alright, we got you. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go take a little bike ride or something and unstress myself. But this is fun. Look forward to me getting pounded into the ground next episode by some unhold as I do my best to corral them and not die. Alright, y'all. Cheers. See you in the next one.